Hello, and again, welcome to the
Sorta Kinda Funny Show. It's clever.
Thank you very much. My name is Matt Morocco, and this is the Sort of Kind of Funny Show. I am your host, and with me is my good friend, Bradley Pujala. Bradley, how are you, good sir?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fantastic, and we are not alone this week.
With us today is a very special guest.
Yes.
Ryan.
Have a big shot on
Watley.
YouTube, you know.
Yes, he is one of the founders of the Devious Coopers, and
Yes.
yeah, he's awesome.
Just a great
and
human being, you know.
He is
So-
a fellow Second Funny podcaster.
Yes.
So we just have one question for him.
Ryan, will you...
Well,
Well...
I don't know. I think I'll have to look at the menu a little bit longer. Give me a second.
All right. You know, we're recording right now, Ryan. Maybe you want to pick it up a bit?
I don't know. I think I'll have the. Darn, I can't read French. Oh well, I'll just have a side salad.
Well, thanks for giving our source of entertainment
Alright.
away.
will that be a
Oh, what's that?
garden salad or will it be a Caesar salad?
It'll be a Caesar salad.
Yes.
All right. Anything else with that?
Definitely. Yeah. I don't know.
Let's just go to
I don't know.
desserts.
I'll go learn French and I'll be back. Okay.
All right.
Just stay
so
open
Alright.
for me.
Enjoy your salad.
Enjoy your salad.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, Ryan is learning French. Our topic today is consoles, video game consoles, and I think we should start back from the dinosaur era.
Sure.
The
but
era that nobody remembers.
Yes, we weren't even born, but yet we're talking about it because, well, I have one actually downstairs in my house, so I haven't
rock?
played it much. My brother has.
Really?
An Atari, yeah, an Atari. It's like revamped though, but it plays all the original Atari games.
Isn't it that joystick and button?
Yep,
thing?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I actually have a couple. Oh wait, no,
Wow.
I think we gave them away.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
we thought
well.
we'd be like so out of place, but we actually all have one, except for Ryan. Wow.
Forever
I don't
alone
think I have
again.
mine anymore.
Forever alone with the PS3 fan club and with the
No,
Atari fan
Ryan,
club.
I'm with you there. I don't have it anymore.
Oh no! Yeah, see, I'm the one with the jacket.
You're the forever alone, mister.
Yeah, all right. I don't even. It's not even mine. It's my brother's. But yeah, poor me and Ryan. Well, my jacket is coming, as I would say, for the PS3 club. So
Don't even say it.
okay, back to the consoles.
Anyways,
Well- Just the beginning of video games. It was just
well, hold on. What was the first console you played?
the first console I ever played in my life.
Whether it was a handheld or whatever.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think back.
Okay,
Well, the
what
first
were
console
one
I
of the
ever
first ones you played.
The first console I ever got in my life was the PS2 that I recall I got for Christmas one day. Well, December
Yeah, that was
25th,
me
maybe.
too. But
Yeah,
I
got
want to say the first one I played was the Nintendo 64.
yeah. I can't remember which one I first played, but I remember
Well-
the PS2.
It
At
was
that
actually my brother who got the PS2, which
Yeah.
he asked for Christmas and he got it, and it was like a bundle with 4 games, and coincidentally, Sly One was a game in there, and
Well-
he was like, "Oh, this game is whatever. I don't really look. I'm not really that into it." And I started to play it, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and that's how I became a Sly fan. Fun
Yeah, that was
fact
me
about
too.
me.
My process
Christmas
was
of 03. I think I may have gotten the same bundle your brother did, except mine
Yeah.
only came with 2 games. It came with Gran Turismo 3, and then the sacred game that is Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I think that's what it was. I think it was like 2 games. I don't really remember, but it definitely involved Sly in it and some other game. It was probably like a racing game or something. I think it was like whatever you said you had. I think it was the exact same bundle. But
Wow,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am, wow, okay, great. I am the weird person in this group. Sly fans from the beginning. Well, I'm not. Well, when I got the PS2, it came with one game, and my dad got me another game for it. The one game I got, well, came with it was a Superman game, and you had to fight Metallo. I couldn't even get past the first level, so I don't even know how it did. But the other game was Turok. And the reason I got that at age like maybe 7 is because I said, "Daddy, look, dinosaur, I want it." And he said, "All right, I don't care." And he gave it to me, and it was just boring to me. I never liked it. When it comes to Sly, though, my friend, well, an old friend of mine, came over to the house one day, and he had a bunch of PS2 games because he was a video game addict, and he had a couple named Sly Cooper, and I was like, "Oh, let me." And he left them at my house, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to play it." And I was just addicted to Sly 2, hated Sly 1 because I couldn't get past one level. It was just, I hated Sly 1.
Which level was that?
The crab, where you have to shoot the crabs.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had the
Which
same,
ones?
he was playing
the
it.
crab level. The
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, I forgot what
Yeah.
it was called.
He left
Treasure in
the
the
games,
Depths. That's what it was.
He left the games at my house, and the memory card. So I was just back at the level he started, and the game, the Sly 2 game, I was stuck at. Well, I was stuck at the took me to ever to beat the hacking for the trains, and the
Train
Contessa
hack.
level. Yeah, that was where I was stuck, and eventually I don't know why, but I was like, "Oh, Sly 3's coming out. I want to get it for my birthday." I remember playing Sly 2 and Sly 1. And I got it. I didn't get all the back references and everything. And I liked it. And then I gave all the games away. And then it was, I want to say when I was 13, 12, that I'm like, you know what I feel like playing right now? Sly. And I started to get into it. And I was like, I'm going to get all the games. I first got Sly 2 because that was the one I wanted to play the most. And then I got Sly 1 and 3. And then I played Sly 2, beat it. And then I went from Sly 1 to Sly 3, and I got all the references finally. I was just like, "Oh my god!" It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I feel like everybody came in, or like not everybody, but I think most of Sly fans came in during Sly 2, and I'm not really sure why. It might have been the commercials. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did they
I
do
think it was
something different?
most-
That's what got me.
Most of them started off with Sly 2 and then went back to Sly 1.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard. I mean, I started off on Sly 1, and some people probably did too, but some people started off on 2 and then went back to 1.
I've heard that people have just played Sly 2 and then went on to Sly 3, and I'm like, why?
Well, I think
Well, yeah.
because, well, the problem was Sly 1 was such a different game from 2 and 3, and
Yeah.
once you played like, it's like playing to them it was probably like playing Madden 12, and then like they're saying, "Hey, dude, Madden 05 was the best. Play it." Like, no, I don't want to play Madden 05. Is what I think they would think, but I don't know personally.
Yeah, well, see, in between Sly 1 and Sly 2, they kind of like rethought every aspect.
Yeah,
And so they took it to where it was just from level by level, and then they changed it into just a hub world where you pull off all these different jobs that land into a giant heist, which I think they really nailed it when they did that.
Yeah.
It was definitely the best game.
oh god, I would imagine that. Like,
Definitely.
and also since I consoles, yeah, but I know the original is consoles, but I have to ask the question: how did you guys find Sly 4 and then later Second Funniest podcasts?
I was just googling Sly 4 stuff. I came across the episode where Matt and Chris were on.
Well, that's actually
And-
better than mine.
And I fell in love with the podcast, and here I am.
Yeah, your stories are much faster than mine.
I'm just simplifying it, really.
Well, what happened to me was one day I was going through YouTube and I typed in Sly, and I saw, I know the irony in this, Sly 4 petition for
Oh,
PS2. 3, 2. And I looked in one of the comments because I came across it a different day, and it says, "Thank you, Kevin Miller, for on the podcast for giving me." I'm like, what is this? Kevin Miller does a podcast? What? I didn't know the voice, so I was like, oh. I clicked on it, and I started dying laughing. And I remember the first thought, and I put this in an email. Why are they this first funniest? I don't get it. Like, why are... And then it took me a couple seconds, like, oh, they're trying to be funny. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's the first one? Everyone asked that question.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I was wondering. But and then I couldn't stop watching it. And one of my favorite episodes was when they were playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, pretty much the whole episode, and I don't know what the episode number is, and I just can't find it. I want to find it in the worst way.
Well, how I found out about it is, first Sly 4 I found out about it is, I don't even remember. I think somebody just referenced to me the first video where somebody beat the Sly collection, and then the trailer of where Sly comes up, and then Sly 4 comes up, and then that question mark. That's where I found that. Oh yeah, about the podcast, actually Bradley led me to it. And it was before I knew it was him. He commented on one of the Devious Cooper's videos, and he's like, "Hey, have you listened to the Second Footies podcast?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Are you serious?" So I go to it, and
I pity you. I pity the fool.
so I went to it.
I pity the fool who don't know what the Second Footies podcast is.
Yeah, I went to it, and I again, like Matthew said, I fell in love with it, and I was just like, this is the best thing ever created. Like,
it is.
These guys aren't even trying, and they are hilarious.
Yeah.
They were born comedians.
And see,
they were.
Well, Kevin's not even a comedian. That's the funny part.
Oh yeah.
No, weren't they in like the Comedy Olympics or something? I forget what it was called. I thought Kevin was in something with him. He used to be like somewhat a comedian, but not exactly like a professional one.
I don't know. I don't know whether Justin's obviously a comedian.
Yeah,
and
he's
Kevin.
a
I
great
don't know
one.
whether Kevin was a comedian or not, but he would
be a good one.
He was born funny.
Yes, he was.
Both of them were.
There's just people.
Actually,
that
I think it's
stop.
just the relationship between the two.
Yes, I think that's more it.
I think that's also a factor.
Yeah.
Just that they can talk about anything in their life and just they have the
make a
greatest
joke out of it.
stories. I don't know.
They do.
Yeah.
Man, it makes me wish I were one of them.
Yeah.
I think we all do, especially Kevin with his sexy voice.
Yes,
That was the funniest thing. Like they made him play the Sly 2 behind the scenes. He was just like the art. He's got a sexy voice like, "Row." That was the best.
Actually, during one podcast, he actually mentioned that they just shot the cameras at him, and he's like, they just asked him the question. So, who is Sly Cooper? And basically, he had to improvise. Like that wasn't a script.
Yeah.
That was just him talking. And he kind of regrets saying that, and he's just like, and he's got a sexy voice, and he's just
He was just like, "Can we do it now again?" "Nope, see ya." That'd be hysterical. Like, "No, come back."
He also commented on his shirt, but I can't remember what he said.
He commented about his shirt. There was I didn't see it.
He was like.
Oh my god. Wow,
Yeah,
way
I
off
don't
topic.
know, but, like,
Our
also-
topic was consoles,
Here, wait,
and we're now
also-
14 minutes in. Atari to Kevin Miller's shirts being extra large.
Well, also, if you want to see him without a beard, that was
Oh,
also
God.
weird.
I want to see more of the behind the scenes of them like during sessions. I mean, that would be so interesting. Yes. I think Sanzaro. And that's what I think. The only issue but it looks better every time I look at it and I just forget about it, is the motions of Sly. That's the only thing that bothers me.
That's true.
He almost seems like too uptight. I don't know. It's just odd for me.
I like it, but anyway.
I like it too. I'll like 15 minutes. Consoles. I love. This is the thing. We have
Guess
pre-show.
who's ADD?
We had the worst pre-show meeting. We were deciding what to do, and I was like, "Oh, let's talk about like Sly Cooper." And he's just like, "We're not making every episode Sly Cooper." I'm like, "Okay, I was just giving an idea here." King of Segways, Bradley.
Okay, so the first console I ever wanted was the Nintendo 64.
And how was it?
I wanted it so badly because all my friends had it, and I would always go to their houses to play it, and I'd play Mario Party and Mario Kart, and it just blew my mind.
I used to go to my cousin's house. Well, I mean, we don't go to that house anymore because of something that happened. But
Did you
Okay.
kill
No,
somebody?
no, my
Maybe
cousin
he's a-
that
Did
actually
somebody
passed
fall down
away.
the stairs?
No, but my cousin that we used
Someone
to play
didn't
with
bring
all
the
time,
turkey.
He passed away, and after that we haven't gone back over there.
Oh,
But yeah.
that's it.
And so we used to play. And when my cousins used to live there too, because it was their mom that passed away, unfortunately. So she's in a better place. But anyways, we used to play. We used to play the GameCube all the time. We would always play Mario Kart. We would always play Mario Party, and it was the best thing ever. We would laugh so much and have so many good times playing the GameCube. We would always play. I don't know which Mario Party it was, but we would always play it, and it would be such a blast. And we would also play because my cousin, she had the. I think it was this. Which one was the one that it was like gray and purple?
That was the
Do you
GameCube.
Do you know which one it is? With the two, I think it was the Nintendo 64.
I thought the GameCube was partially
The
like gray.
GameCube was gray and purple. At least that was
No.
one of the
The
colors. you could get.
GameCube is blue and black.
What?
Well, that was one of the colors. Was purple.
No. But I'm talking about the actual system was, and it was blue and it was gray and purple, and it also had like the controllers were round, not round, but they were like a rectangle with round.
Oh, are you
edges.
talking about the Super Nintendo?
That's the one.
Oh,
she
okay.
had that.
Oh yeah. It probably
Super Mario
Super Mario
World?
Brothers.
Mario World, whatever, and we would always play it, and it was so much fun. I never forget those moments because they were hilarious, and they were just so much fun.
Oh, I miss
Yeah.
my childhood so much.
The PS2 for me, that was really the only console my friends had. I'd go next door with one of my old friends, and we'd play backyard baseball every day.
Oh gosh.
It was so much fun to see Alex Rodriguez in kid form and play as him. It was
Nice.
The
best.
thing about those games is they are so. I never knew this. I thought I was just insanely awesome at those games, but they are so easy.
Well,
Which one?
yeah.
Terribly easy.
You could strike out a whole game and still probably win.
Oh man. But yeah, the
When-
Nintendo 64 was my first one that I wanted, but the first one I actually got was the PS2.
The first Nintendo one I got. Well, I had the game. My brother and I had the Game Boy Color, which I still have. It's so old. Oh my goodness. And then we got the second thing was a DS when I was 8 maybe, and I still have it. It still works good. I have a lot of games for that actually. Anyways, and then I got the Wii, and then I got the 3DS, which is amazing. But the Wii, I love the Wii so much. It's amazing.
Do you actually
we
pay
need-
attention
Oh,
to
wait.
it?
Ryan,
Not as much because I have the PS3 now, but I've been wanting to go back and play it so badly now.
Ryan, how about
I
you tell
probably
your
will
timeline?
tomorrow or sometime. I don't know. Sometime on the weekend I'll find time to play with the Wii.
Well,
But
I think we should
She's
finish
lonely.
since it's getting pretty late with our timelines of our consoles. We already heard Bradley's, so how about Ryan goes next?
What do you mean timeline?
Like what you have gotten through the years and like what you have played.
Well, Yeah, the first system that I got was the PS2 for Christmas, but I also got the Game Boy Advance at the same time.
You know what I wanted so badly that
What?
I never got? The Game Boy Advance SP.
I've got
Those-
that.
I wanted that so badly. I would always ask for it on my Christmas list, and I would never get it.
Yeah,
But
I
I got
actually
it-
saved up for it. Basically the same thing, except yeah, better. But see, the thing is, I've actually done this twice, where when I got the SP, I got the SP when it was still $100, and I swear, it was like a week or 2 weeks after the price went down, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, that's
That happened to me with the PSP too. I got and it was the first PSP. It was the 1000, I think. And it was like a month after I got it. They came out with the 2000. I'm like, really? But anyway, back to the timeline. It was the PS2 and the Game Boy Advance at the same time. Then I got the SP, which I saved up for. Then I got the PSP, which I still have, but it's in terrible condition. Needs a new battery. I did not take care of that system at all.
Which one?
The PSP,
Ah, right.
its battery is shot, so it always has to be plugged in,
Oh, that
and
sucks.
it's got the casing is cracked. It's not the actual screen. I don't know how
Right.
I managed to do that,
It's
but
a good thing you didn't get the
it's-
screen.
what? Yeah, definitely. Actually, at first I thought it was, but then I looked under, and it was like the screen itself wasn't infected. It was just the glass of it. But
Yeah.
I'm so mad at myself for screwing it up. But it still works. It's not abandoned me yet.
Good.
So then I got the Wii, which I regret buying actually.
Did, why? It's an amazing
Because-
system.
I really wish that I saved up for the PS3, because the only reason I got the Wii is because it was the first console I could afford, which Nintendo is very good at being affordable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I bought it in 2008, so for about 4 years, it's barely been played. Like,
That's because you only
and-
have one game for it.
well, it's also because video games have they've gotten considerably
Yeah.
more expensive
Yeah.
since the last generation, like considerably. Because I remember getting a PS2 controller. An extra PS2 controller was $24, and I thought that was expensive.
Yeah,
And
now
then
consoles like
I
this
saw the
at
Wii
this price-
controllers,
$50 for one
$50.
Wiimote.
It's
That's why I
ridiculous.
only have one official Wii controller. I actually have an off-market Wii
I
controller. But
finally
that's,
got 4. I think it was like 2 years ago. And I was so
But-
happy.
it's so video games are so hard to
When it comes to
keep
price.
up with nowadays.
Yeah,
and that's
it's definitely hard to keep up because of the price of the games. Like now, it's like for I don't know what it was. I bought a game. I bought. $40 or $50.
Yeah.
well, of course now the standard used to be 50, but of course now they've upped it up to 60, and I'm like, really?
Game. I was like, that's crazy.
And I thought 50 was expensive, but
Yeah.
that's why I haven't really been able to keep up with it.
Yeah, it's
But
hard to keep
actually,
up,
the hole in the timeline was in between the PSP and the Wii. I actually went to GameStop, and when they were actually still selling them, I got the N64 back. The system that I longed for so much as a child, and so, but after the Wii, I sold the N64, and then I was like, why did I do that? So the
Yeah.
last 2 years, I rebought my N64, and it was love at first sight, you know?
Did you ever have the GameCube?
No, but I actually bought it from Goodwill recently.
I
to
wanted
get-
the GameCube so
to get
badly.
the,
Actually,
Game
I
Boy
kind of want
player.
it now, but I have a Wii which plays GameCube games. So thank you, Nintendo.
Yeah, but the only reason I got the GameCube, even though I have a Wii, is the Game Boy player.
Yeah. And
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. But
it was Super Mario Sunshine that I wanted to play, so I borrowed that from a friend, and also a remote because I didn't have it. And I played it, and I got about half. I think I got like about halfway through, and I just stopped. And then I went to the store because I was looking up gameplay of Luigi's Mansion, and I fell in love with it. So I bought the game for like, what was it, like $10 that I bought it for. And oh no, it was $6 I bought that game for because it was so old. It was like 8 years old or 6 or whatever. And so I played it. I played it all the way through, and I absolutely love that game so much. And I cannot wait for the second one coming out for the 3DS. I'm so happy I played it. So the GameCube was an amazing system. It was one of the best systems, I think.
The GameCube plays somewhat of a part in my timeline because, well, originally I got the PS2, and my brother got the Xbox the same Christmas as me. But I told my dad, because my brother really wanted it because my brother is, I want to say, obsessed with Godzilla. Like, he has every single movie, he has posters, he has a ringtone, which is okay.
How do you?
Well, it's a Blue Oyster called Godzilla, like, Godzilla coming on a subway train, stuff like that. But anyway, back to the point. And my dad was like, well, excuse me. Well, he said that.
your dad was like, "Excuse me."
No, what he said was,
Oh,
well,
okay.
the only console that has that Godzilla game is for the Xbox. And I said, well, no, Dad, you're wrong. I saw it's for GameCube too. And I want the GameCube for him because I want to play Super Mario Sunshine. I want to play all those games. My brother got the Xbox, which I was mad about because and then I finally showed my Dad, look, see? And he's like, oh, yeah, I guess you were right. And then eventually I got the Game Boy Advanced, and I got a couple games for that. I found my brother pretty much adopted it and plays it today. Then I think he got the DS because everyone had a DS.
Yeah.
And-
Everyone used to have a DS.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. And
And
it still is. I mean, with the 3DS coming out,
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of people with the 3DS, but with the whole Street Pass thing, I've ran into a couple of people. I actually have like 100 people on my thing, but yeah.
Yeah, but I also, since he got that, I felt like, oh my god, he'll never let me, like, if I want to play a portable game, he'll never let me borrow it. So I decided to get the PSP. Barely got any games for it, and I barely ever played it, so that was
That's
a
the
waste
same
of
for
money.
me.
Yeah, it was a waste of money.
I have I think I have 3 games for it. I have Daxter. I have the Gottlieb Pinball Collection. I don't even know why I have that. And I got actually one of my friends sent me Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which I still haven't beaten because I still need to get a new battery because I can't be portable with it, so I can't play it all the time. So it's just kind of he's just kind of sitting there. So
So I have one question for you guys. Out of
I
your
wasn't
whole
even-
timeline, who has had the more superior game consoles?
Well, I wasn't
Better?
even finished, so I don't know if we could rack that up.
well,
I
I've been
Like in the
getting
game
some good ones
systems,
recently.
in the game systems that you've played, which ones have what company? Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox? Which game system or which like company has had the better consoles?
Well-
Sony, hands down.
When it
You think
comes
so?
down to it, and I really don't have much experience with it. I mean, I got the Wii, I hated it. Xbox, I still love it. Only for like multiplayer though. I'm getting the PS3. My brother got an Xbox. I'm like, Dad, why would you ever get that in a million years? I got mad at my dad for that. It's not I hated my dad for buying my brother things, but when it comes down to it, I think they're all good in their own aspects, I think.
Yeah, they're all good
Yeah.
in their own way.
Xbox and Microsoft, no. I mean, they are experts at multiplayer. They know exactly what they want and who wants it. They are hardcore gamers. That's for hardcore games. It is. Yes. That's
The
it.
Xbox or shooter.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. I like playing shooters with my friends. I'm not good at them, but that's like it's for friends. It's like playing with multiplayer. That's what it's made for.
I am
PlayStation?
terrible at shooters.
They're just
Oh,
good at
yeah,
all
I'm
around
not that good at
games.
it either.
They're good at all around games like platformers and different types of games.
Well, yeah,
but
I
they're
think
not good at
of
multiplayer.
Xbox as the shooter, PlayStation as the platformer, and then Nintendo is like everything else mixed together.
I think of
Like,
it a bit
really good
differently.
stuff.
I know.
Resident Evil,
No.
I think.
Mario,
Yeah.
Kirby. Yeah.
Side scroll, you know, everything else good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The way
But-
I think of it is, when it comes down to it, and here's how I say it: Xbox is online multiplayer, PlayStation is single player because they have amazing single player games. And
But they have great multiplayer too. I mean,
I know,
look,
I'm just
look
saying
what
what
they've done with the
they're the
PS3.
best at. What they're the best at. Sony knows how to make great multiplayer games, and when it comes down to it, like when it comes to game types like online multiplayer, single player, Nintendo knows how to make regular multiplayer, like split screen
Yeah.
and like with the family. Like they want you to play with the family.
It's a family console
yeah, and
system, and like with handhelds, it's I mean it's good
handhelds
too.
is Nintendo 100%. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they,
definitely.
They almost
Oh, yeah.
they didn't invent it, but they like pretty much enhanced it. Yeah. PlayStation
The
Move.
Kinect. And the PlayStation
No,
Move.
Kinect was different. I personally
Yeah,
believe
but I mean, it's still
motion gaming
controls.
is what they thought of. Motion gaming.
Nintendo made motion controls.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Nintendo, there wouldn't be Kinect.
But
If it wasn't
PlayStation
for Nintendo, there wouldn't be the Move. You
But
know what I
Play-
mean?
PlayStation Move was a complete failure and copy of the Wii. That's what it,
It was
was.
a
I don't think-
microphone.
It was
Yes.
a it looked like it. I'm like, what is that thing? Is it like hard? Is it like a soft?
Well, see,
I
the,
didn't
the
know
only
what it was.
thing is that they were forced to do that. 'Cause,
Why?
Like, you can't. Nowadays, you can't not have something that another system has, because they'll just go to that other system and just be
Well,
like,
Microsoft doesn't do that. I mean, PlayStation, they have their portables, and so
no,
does
but
Nintendo.
they had the
but
Move,
Microsoft
which
doesn't.
was pretty much, hey, the Wii has a thing like that, so we should too. That way we don't get our customers pulling away from us.
yeah, see, and that's the thing I actually read in Electronic Gaming, that,
Ugh.
and this was like of the editors or something. They were kind of like, you know, we're not gonna get any new consoles except for the Wii U, but the Wii U is gonna force Microsoft and Sony to come up
Yeah.
with something.
Well, the
because
thing
Something
is,
to compete, right?
what
They
we
were
have
basically-
officially heard when it comes to stuff like that, Wii U is coming out this fall, but they said, and this is what Microsoft and Sony pretty much is leading to, and what they're really saying, by E3 2013 we will see the 720 and the, or, oh god, not say that because we got shot down, Project Durango and Project Oasis, alright, so,
Yeah, but see, like, what they said is that, you know, we're kind of at a standstill right now. We don't really
Yeah.
need any more. Like, we've pretty much, with the PS3 and the Xbox 360, that's like the best of the best that we've seen.
exactly.
And I
it's-
honestly don't think that we need any more.
I don't either, but they don't think that. They think it's time. I think we could wait till 2014. I think 2014
Honestly, yeah.
would be a perfect year.
You know, I think the PS3 was like way ahead of 2006. Like I would think we would have gotten
Yeah.
the PS3.
When
like,
did the PS3 come
2009
out?
or something?
Now the issue with the issue
Oh wow,
Sony
I
gonna
got
have
it last
is
year.
pricing.
It was
PS3? That
I think it was
2000
06.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it in 2 weeks. So, but when it comes down to it, like it was, I think it was shown in 2005, just like what it would possibly look like. It was all silver. I want to just have the original controller.
Wait, what?
Oh
Did
yeah,
you ever
I
see
remember
that?
I remember that.
I don't know what happened to it, but then the original PS3 controller.
It was the first original PS2 controller. It was like it was the
PS3
concept controller.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god! I just
Didn't
want, it looks
didn't the
stupid, but I just want to hold it in my
Yeah, wait,
hand.
I
let
don't
me
know if
see
you
if
have
I can find
PS3s,
it
but
for you.
I think
It was-
the
oh my
PS3
God.
first controller, the R2 and the L2 buttons were like a glass or
Dick.
something. They were like clear buttons. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I could have sworn I saw something like that, but
All right,
I-
Bradley.
that's the one
here's
issue
the,
I
here's the
have.
concept controller, and
Yeah.
Oh wow,
this was when
It
they
was-
first introduced
that's
the PS3.
amazing.
I think.
But that would be
It
hard
was-
to play with.
oh
like,
my
how are
God.
you supposed to hold that?
yeah, I know, right? It looks so weird.
Yeah. See, I
I
remember
don't know.
something like
I
that.
I think it
don't
was
know.
just for looks, basically. But
Well, here's the thing that raises questions: is they say okay, well, and here's what something I looked at and I researched and I was curious about. They showed all the consoles at 2005 E3.
Yeah.
And they showed them at 2006 E3, and they came out in 2006. Well, or maybe it was 2005. I could have sworn it was 2005 2006. But either way, vice versa, either way, they were shown that, like, they showed, like, okay, we're working on it. Here's what it should look like. And then that year, the next year, they showed, like, the games that would come out for it, and then they came out. So I'm wondering if they're just going to show it in 2013 and then release it in 2014, or just show it and release it in 2013. That's what I really want to find out. I'm hoping they do
I don't know.
2013 to 2014.
I'm actually surprised that Nintendo showed something.
Oh
at
That's
god.
when they showed the Wii U.
2012.
They
I
had-
was just like, or 2011 it was, I think.
And that's a
Um,
proof. That's the proof
No, but
that they'll do that.
I think Nintendo
Yeah,
I was just like,
has so many
really?
systems and they're so ahead
Yeah,
of their
because-
game. Not so ahead of their game, they're so ahead of the game because
yeah.
they
Well, the
they
problem
are
is
so
we don't,
advanced
like
and with the 3DS, nothing can compare to that. It's in a category of its own.
well, yeah. The problem with the Wii U, and I know, like, they heard, and this is what some developers have said about it, and they haven't denied it, Nintendo, that the graphics aren't even up to par with the 360.
That's the only thing.
In a way,
is that
yes,
they're just
because
they're re-releasing
The Wii U
basically.
is pretty much
Well, no,
the
no,
Wii
no, no. The thing is,
with
we don't even know what the Wii U
an
is.
extra controller that has a screen on it. They're pretty much
three
re-releasing
different
the
things.
Wii, but in a different version.
Well, no. Well, I don't even know if it's that because, like, now here's the thing: it's
No,
three
it's
different
not portable.
things
It's
all
not
packaged
portable.
into one. It's a portable console. It's a controller, and it's pretty much a controller.
It's not actually
No.
portable, no.
Yeah, it is. It was at E3. They
Right,
showed
not
like kids
outside.
taking it on in the car. And
Well,
they were
no,
playing
it's
with
it's
it.
portable in the house.
I
Like
could've
it's basically marketed to where if your parents want to watch the news and like
have to
your
look this up. I
Wii's
could've
in the
sworn-
living room, it's basically like a
Right.
tethered. It's like a tethered Vita, basically.
I
Because like you know with the Vita you can apparently play a game on the PS3 and then shoot it to the Vita and you won't lose any progress. That's basically
No,
what
but
it
the
is,
Wii U
except
is
I
for
not
really
a
want to
portable
see this. I
system.
could have sworn I
It's
saw
a
it. and I'm gonna look
console.
at
It's
the,
a home
watching the trailer
console
now. So
that has a remote that you can,
I could have sworn.
like Ryan said, shoot the game over to this thing while someone's watching TV, and it'll be as if you're playing on the big screen.
Yeah, you. So
With the
you
Wii
can
U, with the
interact
control,
with
the Wii U is
so
pretty
you can
much
interact with the system.
the Wii.
You can
Well, the Wii like 2.0 or whatever you want to call it, and then a controller that is mandatory to play with.
yeah. Yeah, I'm watching it now. So
But yeah, I mean,
you guys
the
talk
Wii
about
U is
Nintendo 'cause there's so much
pretty
to
much the
talk about.
Wii 2.0
But,
because
like-
it's. I mean, I don't know if I would buy it because I already have a Wii, and that's pretty much buying another Wii on top of that. But if I would if it comes out with a game that I cannot miss getting, then I will probably end up buying it, or I'll probably just play it at a friend's house, whether they get it or not. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's why I got the PS3. I got the PS3 specifically because Sly 4 was
Yeah.
coming out, and there was no way I was gonna miss that. You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. But you know, I don't really know what the Wii U is gonna be like. I honestly,
For the Wii U?
at this point, I don't really have high hopes for it.
Well, I mean,
I
don't say that
either.
because
I think
that's
it's,
what
I
people
think
are
it's
saying
gonna be
about
a
the
failure. and I
3DS.
think
Oh, it's a
that-
failure.
I think
So the 3. No.
it kind of is.
But the
like,
3DS has actually brought something
Well,
new.
yeah.
Like it's actually 3D without 3D glasses. I mean, that's really
But
what
yeah,
it is. But the
but,
Wii U
in a
is
way-
kind of not
Right,
really
right.
new.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how Nintendo's gonna
on something else.
do
It's
with
just
it, but
a novelty
I mean,
of something else.
people were doubting the 3DS, and the 3DS has sold more sold more 3DSs than the regular DS did back in whatever year it was. Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
because people
but I
just
mean,
want to see the technology.
it's a hit.
They were
It sold
excited.
more than
They
the
were
DS,
excited.
which is incredible because the DS outsold so many things. It's a controller, but it's also like a
The thing is a
handheld,
controller,
but
and,
it's
the
a
problem-
console at the
The
same.
thing
I
where
don't know.
The thing I got confused over was one of them was I thought they were gonna. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, of course they shoot the Chinese guy. I'm sorry, I'm watching this, but but the thing was, it looked like it was a restaurant just from like the table wise. That's what control.
Well, see, if they made it like the
Yeah,
Vita, to
then
where
that
you
would
just
be
shoot it
amazing.
and then have it like 3G or something.
But the Wii U is
and
huge.
You could
The
actually
remote?
carry it with you. I think that would actually make sense. So it would
Right,
be
which would
yeah,
be
it would
amazing.
it would be essentially taking the Wii
It's a
with
tablet.
you.
There you go.
But
So
it's almost
that's it.
like
That's it right
it's
there.
almost like an iPad, and they made it like interactable with the Wii. They say it's a tablet, and you can video chat with it. Like,
Yeah,
I honestly don't see what the use for it is.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's
Because they
just
gotta
they're
compete with the new
looking for
Xbox
something.
and the
to
new
sell.
PS3.
I
But-
think so, but well, no, that's the thing. They're also making the Wii 2.
Nah,
From what I heard, they're still making Wii 2 or Wii HD.
Oh, so
no.
is that gonna be-
I think
is
the
that gonna
Wii
be-
U is the
Is the
Wii
Wii
2.
U gonna be with the Wii 2? We just haven't
I
seen
don't
any
know.
plans for it yet.
Why would they make 3 Wiis?
I've heard differently. I've heard they're making a different one too. I mean,
No.
well, because the Wii U is a controller. They take it
Well,
as a
that's what
controller.
I'm
not a
saying. That's
system.
what I'm
But
saying.
the
Like the
Wii U
Wii 2
is a separate
would
console.
have the
It's not
Wii
the
U,
controller.
so it would be.
Yeah, because it comes with a
I'm
controller.
watching the E3. And it says take
It's
game
not
with this
a
new
controller you buy and then it's automatically the Wii U. The Wii U is a separate system that comes with that remote with the screen on it. It's a whole different system called the Wii U, not the Wii, and then you go by the remote and then
Yeah,
now
that's
it's
what
the
I'm
Wii
saying.
U. It's
That's
a
what I'm saying.
completely different system. It's like the PS2. Like, you're not gonna go buy a PS2 remote
Yeah,
and then you can
that's what
play
I'm
the
saying.
PS2 games
100%.
on the PS1 with the PS2 remote. That's basically what you're saying.
Well, it's not exactly the Wii 2. I think they're calling it the Wii HD, so it's like the Wii but with HD graphics.
Actually, I remember that name.
Yeah, I remember it too. I saw an article about it.
But technically, the Wii. Actually, I can't remember because I don't have the HD cables. But
No,
I
I
know
don't
the
know,
Wii
but-
has HD cables, but I guess you wouldn't really call that
But yeah.
true HD.
But definitely, consoles are the huge. You know, the one thing I love about consoles is the startup screen. My favorite startup screen is for the GameCube, hands down.
yeah,
I have that actually on my phone. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It was.
It was terrible. I know.
The favorite.
Actually, I would have to say my favorite. I would have to say my favorite startup is between.
I never played either of those.
probably
That's the thing.
The Dreamcast or the PS1. I actually didn't play the Dreamcast. I just heard the intro and I loved it. And the PS1 intro is great too, because my friend had it. But they're just
Yeah.
like, I don't know why, but they're like really
Yeah.
mellow sounding.
Come
It's just
play.
kind of like, come play.
Right.
And
Like
it's just
come
kinda
wind
like
down,
a
come
mellow
wind down
kind
with
of
us
mood.
or whatever.
So
I don't know, but
I don't know if it's an intro. It's not exactly an intro,
No,
but more of a
that's
slogan.
awesome,
I
yeah.
just love the PlayStation. I love that. That gets me every time. Yeah, PlayStation.
actually, my favorite marketing of a system is got to be, and I don't know if it'll ever
That
change.
was amazing.
but
That is
It's
what.
got to be the we would like to play.
Yes, that.
I always
think
I
that
always
is what
wanted them
sold
to
the
come to
Wii
my house
so
in the
many
smart
people
car and
is
be like,
because
we
it was
would like to
literally
play.
like nothing. It was the newest
Probably.
thing. Nothing at all in the world was like it. And the fact that the Chinese people or the Asian people, I don't want to be stereotypical or whatever. Yeah, the Japanese people came in the smart car with the thing
It's
going,
the
we would like to
Japanese.
play.
Nintendo's
was
a
just
Japanese
like,
company.
whoa, what is this? And then you see the people swinging back and forth of the white box rectangle thing, and it's like, what
Oh,
is
yeah.
this? I want to get this. I want those people to come over and we play with me. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that always confused me.
I don't know.
Wait a second. Do the
I don't
Asian
know, but
people
it
wanna
was-
play
it was-
or do the Wii want to play? I don't understand. I was always confused. But
Well, I think it's also like you said, it
Yeah.
like excited people. 'cause
But
most people
I
didn't know
thought that's what sold
what
it,
the
the
What it
purpose
was.
of it was.
because it showed pretty much everything.
I think
And it was just a great marketing move. That was out.
we would like to play.
you know what I
Oh yeah.
You know what I found? You know what I found interesting about Microsoft is there are only rumors, but there definitely is going to be a Kinect 2. Some are saying it's either going to be incorporated with the 720 or Project Durango as it's called, or it's going to be well, the thing is they're saying that it's going to have a 16 not bit but like 16 something processor.
Megapix. Oh no, gigahertz.
I don't know, but it's like it's powerful. It's like going to be the most powerful console ever. And the thing is, when they originally had the Kinect, they couldn't use all of its original power because it would take up too much for the 360. So they had
Oh,
to tone
yeah.
it down a bit. The Kinect 2 is going to use all of that power and more, pretty much.
Oh,
And it's
boy.
going to take up about 4
Oh,
or
wow.
like, I think 6, they said, of that processing power of the 720.
Yeah.
That's how
I
powerful it's gonna be.
honestly, video game systems are becoming computers.
That's
That's just
you
that's,
look at
that's
what
the
reality.
Microsoft
Music,
is
everything.
doing. They're adding all these different apps. They've added YouTube, Bing. Now they're doing HBO
No one.
Go. Like
Let me just stop you
You know
right
what
there.
Bing
Who
stands
uses
for?
Bing?
Because it's not Google.
Like really?
That's
okay,
pathetic.
come on, Bing. If you
Because it's not Google. But we'll save that for another
Hey.
episode because like we could
Don't-
do an entire episode on
don't
Bing.
diss Bing, all right? I do use Google more, but
Bing
whenever I feel
can
like
go.
just going and looking at beautiful pictures, I go on Bing.
Bing can go search itself up. I'm
I'm looking
sticking
right
with
now.
Google.
I don't even know what this is, but it's beautiful.
pictures. It's a
I
search
know,
engine.
but the
not a
pictures
gallery.
are just beautiful. It's just.
That'll be the
see-
topic.
Oh my god!
That-
that's-
But
that
we
will
could
be the
save that.
topic
For,
on
we
the
could
next
probably talk for
episode.
hours about Bing.
oh my
but-
god! There's little bunnies.
Yes, search engine.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Search
See, this is why.
engines.
This is why I also
And
love
that's-
Bing.
and
Is
that's
because
our show.
they have a video of cute little bunnies with their noses moving. Aww.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Matthew,
is
Yeah,
our
they
you
show.
just
totally
click that
blew it.
big red
I know,
X
but
button.
look,
Half of the
facing
people
them.
just exited out.
So
Look how cute
yeah.
they are. Okay.
that'll be the next topic.
Okay.
Search
look
engines
at
and
the
which
yeah,
one's the
and
better
go
one.
previous a couple times. When you see bunnies, it is beautiful. It's so cute.
Consoles are
Matthew?
taking over the world.
Matthew,
They're
we're
so
done.
cute. You can't. I
Come
don't
on
like.
back.
I don't like
Matthew.
using Bing,
Matthew.
but it's
Alright.
cute.
Thank
Come
you
on
guys
Come on
for.
back.
All right.
Thank you
Come back
Ryan
to
for
us.
being our
All right.
guest.
So that has been our show.
We just wasted
Thank
50
you for
minutes,
sitting
50
through
minutes of your
50
life.
minutes
Ryan,
of your
thank you
life.
for being
4
here.
minutes. Talking
50
about.
minutes of the life
Thank-
I will never get
Thank
back.
you for being here, Ryan.
Ugh.
Oh, come on, Ryan. You had fun. You had fun.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Ryan.
any-
you have bigger and better
Woo!
things to do.
Visit
but
the
thank
Yeah,
you.
I
DJ's
will.
Cooper's
Not
channel.
really, but
We'll
you know.
we'll put links to that and their Facebook page too in the description, as well as the
Yes.
Second Funniest podcast.
Second Funniest Podcast and our other channels. And check
Listen
out
to
episode numero uno, or
Yeah.
or one for the sort of kind of
Emails.
Hope you guys
Emails.
enjoyed it. If you didn't
Send
see
us
it, check it
emails. Or send
Please.
them emails, rather.
We have got none. I don't care if it's just
Yeah,
you guys are
that
dicks,
yeah,
we got
that'll
some.
bring them. That'll
I
bring them
don't
to
care.
emails.
Insulting
That'll
the
bring 'em
viewers.
closer, don't worry.
That's not gonna
It's
get
not
me.
like
No,
you
if
just
the
push them
email
apart.
is if they say it. Yeah. Well,
All right. Anyway.
no, that's their email to us. They say we're dicks.
Anyway.
You-
Comment,
Oh,
subscribe,
I thought you were
rate,
saying
like,
as long
all
as
the
you're
insulting
above.
them.
Do
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Just don't hit that.
All right, let's
upside
end
down
this. This is
like button.
all right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not. If you turn your computer upside down, that is not a like button.
Yeah,
No, I
It's
don't
an
think
evil
that.
button. It's an evil button that should never be
It's a
pressed.
bad button. Yeah.
But anyway, email them at sort of kind of
Kind of
funny show at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
She
I
will,
don't
we'll
know how
try
to end
have
the
her
show
on the
because
show
we got
next
yelled
week
at by
because
Zoe
she went
about
to
our outro last
a
time.
Comic Con and she met a certain someone
Yes.
named Ellen McLean. So hopefully we'll get a story out of that. So
Oh yeah.
so hopefully that'll be.
Ooh.
Yes.
By the way, email.
Yeah,
Give me
let's
some
move
love
on.
in the comments below, cause
yeah. Give Ryan.
of my sexy voice. It's
He's talking to you, Tash.
Very-
Okay.
Lord,
Yeah.
I can't. Even, I can't stop talking to this man.
yes.
He ends.
Request me again, and
How do we end this?
I will.
Alright.
I will
You
bless
you hear that,
everybody
Tash?
with my
This-
sexy
I
voice.
don't think there's any end in sight.
Anyways,
for this video. All right.
Thank you. This has been.
But
Well, that
yeah,
has been
we'll
our
see you
show.
guys. We'll
Next
see you
episode.
guys.
And until we get a better intro, guys, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
We are totally copied. See y'all.